So for those of you that have been following along since episode number 1, week 1, this episode is going to be a bit of a recap and a bit of an update on the story so far. So when I first started this channel, my New Year's resolution, it was to become a full-time photographer. So I've been doing photography for years, 10 give or take years, but I still have a day job. And I don't hate my day job. It lets me comfortably have a mortgage. It lets me have a redundancy for the fluctuating seasons that is photographic income. But I'd love not to have that. I'd love to just do wild travel photography all day, every day, and make a living from it. And the start of this channel is a way to find out how to do that. So I made some pretty radical changes in my life. Right before I started this channel, I sold my house. I had a house that was far too big for me, well beyond my means, and I didn't need it, so I got rid of it. And I moved into my parents' place, which is just here. They have a separate little unit, and I've been renting this while I build a much smaller house to live in. So that's been going on behind the scenes. But also, at the same time, as a much better way of getting around, I brought this. My Campervan project. Now, I know this might not look like much from having just done 2 months of work on it, but all throughout that 30 days of isolation lockdown challenge, I was working on this straight afterwards. Each one of those videos took 7 to 10 hours, and afterwards I'd come work on here. So to start with, I had to do the floor. First of all, I got a heap of this 30mm wood, and I just had to frame up all around the edges of the van floor, and I glued this down using liquid nails, just so I had something to put all my insulation between. That was this 30mm XPS foam. It is very rugged, very good at insulation, and that went in between all of the wood. On top of that, I then stuck some 18mm, 12mm, I stuck some plywood on top of that, followed up with the hardwood floor that you can see here. So I have a very well insulated floor. Once the floor was done, we moved on to the walls, and I've still got to finish these doors. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do here, but all of these were stuck full of this woolen insulation. The reason I had to go wool was because wool doesn't go mouldy, and wool also doesn't burn. If I'm stuffing it around all the electrical parts, I don't want anything catching fire as I'm driving around. So every panel, every little hole, every bit in the ceiling has been stuffed full of this woolen insulation. And this week's project has been getting all the panels back on, my ceiling back on, and attaching this aluminium L bracket that's going to attach my bed across here. I've got the mattress inside already. It's taken up a lot of space, so I can't wait to get that inside the van. And then I've got to start building kitchen and cupboards and storage and toilets and sinks and finding a way to live inside of this. Plus, I've still got to work out my window insulation. That's going to be another whole project altogether. But it's been fantastic. And the whole overall goal of this has been to find a way to live on the road doing the landscape photography dream. See, being able to go to a location and shoot it all sunset and into the evening, then not have to drive 3 or 4 hours home, sounds much nicer than that long drive home when I'm cold, tired, and most likely wet. So hopefully this van is going to be the solution to that. And fingers crossed I can start doing that soon. See, the idea behind having the van was I'd work 2 or 3 days a week, and then I'd spend 2 or 3 nights of the week off just trying to get one good photo. I'd have a different location around the country that I'd go to and just try and nail that one good shot. And the plan is, once it's all up and running, in a year, to have 52 great shots. So for me, 52 amazing photos in 1 year is a really high target. Normally, so I'd be happy with 12, so 52 was a big jump. And that goal didn't involve leaving my job. I still need to keep it. I don't think it didn't feel smart to just instantly quit my job and go full-time into this. It would put a lot of pressure on my photography. It would make it become a job, which is what I want to do, but I don't want to suck the joy from it. And I've quit my job before to go full-time photography, and that is exactly what happened. And so finding that balance is key, but leaving my job is the end goal. But I'm not going to rush to it, and I'm not going to just cold turkey start doing full-time photography without that little bit of a financial backer. So speaking of finances, how's it been going so far? Average. I've definitely spent more money on gear than I have made from photography. The YouTube has actually been fantastic. Having that goal, that pressure to do 1 video a week has been a great motivator for me to not necessarily just take photos, but doing the videos as well. I have really enjoyed being back in front of the camera and talking to you guys, and I really appreciate all the support you have. So one thing I've really been working on is how to find an answer to the crappy days. As a landscape photographer, there's some lighting situations I love. I actually really enjoy dramatic cloudy days. They give that little bit of a drama. As a landscape photographer, I enjoy them, and that makes sunsets very dramatic as well. What I really struggle with is a blue sky, clear, no drama kind of day. You get a little bit of nice light around sunrise and sunset, but the sky is always quite boring and dull. So I've been working on that solution in that video I've done previously up here. You can check that out if you like. I have been trying quite a few different styles of videos each week on this YouTube channel, and if you feel like I am missing anything from my channel, please let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to know more of what you guys would love to see. I definitely plan to do far more landscape adventure videos once that van is finished and I can get it on the road, but each week I'm still going to keep sharing whatever projects I'm working on with you guys on YouTube. But most of all, more important than anything else, I just wanted to thank everyone that has subscribed so far. Your subscriptions mean the world to me. They are such a nice small way of showing your support, and I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, as always guys, let me know down in the comments below. If you can like, share and subscribe, it would mean the world to me. But until next time, I'll catch you next time.